What's happening, guys? Well, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been going on with me, and something that I think a lot of us, because we belong to a demographic, we are the late 20s to, I don't know, 50s kind of guys. There's a couple of guys older, that's fine, but they've probably already dealt with all this and everything. But I'm 34, and I just had a birthday a couple of days ago, and I've been having an issue for a couple of years where I just could not sleep, and it was terrible. Like I would take forever to fall asleep, take like an hour to fall asleep, and then I would wake up in the morning and I would just feel like garbage. Like I've always said that I have to take a shower in order to wake up in the morning, and I think that was kind of like covering up the issue that I was having, because literally I would need like to take a cold shower in the morning just to get up and around. Otherwise I would just be like dead all day. And the other thing is, I could sleep for like 12 hours straight, easy, and still wake up and feel exhausted. My wife and I always joke because we're like professional sleepers. My wife, Mrs.Stacey and I always joke because they were professional sleepers. But the problem with me is she would sleep that long and then she'd be like recharged and stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning and be fine, whatever. But not me. I would sleep 12 hours, wake up and feel like I had a terrible hangover or something like that. Like just feel like horrible. So no matter whether I got 6 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep, I always felt like garbage in the morning, and it was awful. So what we decided to do this year is bite the bullet and get the good insurance. So we're paying extra for the good insurance. Thanks, Obama. So yeah, we're paying 90% more for what, 80% less now. We used to say we're paying 80% more for 90% less, whatever. So we've been adulting. That's our term for the year, is adulting. And we decided that we were both gonna get full checkups done and go see the doctor. I have never had a primary care physician since I left my mother's house and she was making doctor's appointments for me. None. I go to the doctor if I have like strep throat or something seriously wrong and I need drugs, like antibiotics or something, or just funky drugs. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do funky drugs much. But anyway, so yeah, never had a primary care physician. Would only go if I absolutely needed to, and then I would still just go to like urgent care or something and get what I had taken care of. Only happened a couple of times throughout the years, last 10 years. That I had strep throat or bronchitis or something. But anyway, so I decided to go in before I get my full physical done and see the doctor about this whole sleep thing. And she's like, well, it sounds like you probably have sleep apnea, and I'm sure that's where a lot of you knew this was going. But yeah, so they ended up doing 2 torture tests on me, which were exciting. The first one was called a pulse ox, and what they do is they give you this little device that's hooked up to a cord, and it clips onto your finger, and basically you have to manage to wear it throughout the night, and it's supposed to monitor not only your heart rate. Uh-oh, what happened here? What happened was brand new trailer. That sucks. What the heck? Maybe they went up to check the road. That is very possible. Ooh, there's a bolt to something. KLR must have been through here. There was a bolt on the ground. Love you, KLR guys. I know. Keep Loctite ready. Got it. So anyway, sleep apnea. The second torture test, after I did that one, oh my god, it almost broke my finger off, that stupid pulse ox thing. It like put a permanent dent right below my fingernail in my pointer finger. It was awful. But the second torture test that they did to me was called an in-home sleep study. Now it's cool. You don't have to go to the hospital or wherever they do sleep studies anymore. Like, I had this understanding that you went to some place and they put these things all over your chest and all over your head and a weird crown thing, and then they're like, okay, sleep in this busy hospital where it's really loud and obnoxious and you're super uncomfortable because you're not in your own bed. Not the case anymore. What they have you do now is they send you this device with a threatening letter that says if you break it, it's like $5,000 or some ridiculous nonsense. And they say, it's just the crown, and it's got 3 sensors on it, one right in the middle of your forehead and one on each side, and then it's got a little doohickey that loops around your ears and goes into your each one of your nasal passages, your noses, and you've got to wear that for 2 nights. Again, not the most comfortable thing. Holy crap, somebody almost lost something right there. Did you see that? Not the most comfortable thing. But I managed. Good TW. Yeah, nice. But I managed, made it through that torture test, and they finally came back with the results. Well, I mean, doctors suck. I finally tracked down the doctor and got the results like a week later after they said it would only take 2 days. I'm like, come on guys, work with me here just a little bit. But I tracked them down, got the results, and yeah, I have mild to moderate sleep apnea, which is awesome because that's not bad. It's just it's not to the point of where if I don't sleep with a CPAP I'll die, which a lot of people do have, and it's kind of scary. Okay, so when I came down here on the way out, this was 100% mud. So we're gonna get ready for 100% mud. And be very careful. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Actually, it's not slippery. That's good. Oh, yeah, it is. More throttle! More throttle will get you right up the hill, no problem. So it's just a little slippery. Okay. So yeah, tracked down the doctor, got the results, mild to moderate sleep apnea. Good. Not gonna die if I don't sleep with a CPAP, but they say a CPAP with moderate pressure will definitely help you. So I said, cool. So sign me up. And then I find out that they're going to send me to this place, and I don't know if they're covered by our insurance. And here's another thing about adulting when you're going to doctors now, is you need to, whenever you go to a doctor or they give you a referral, you need to make sure that that person or place is in network. So I'm learning all this new crap that I really don't care about and really don't have time for. So I found out that the place doing that was going to give me the CPAP was in network. So I get the thing, and of course there was the whole shenanigans while I tried to get it, where the mask that I have now leaks and stuff. But anyway, moral of the story is I now have the CPAP, even though I have a broken mask. I'm trying to get that worked out with them. But the first night I slept with the thing, I was like, this is gonna be terrible. I'm gonna be awake all night and not getting sleep. I slept. I was a little uncomfortable at first, but then I slept like a baby. And I woke up in the morning, and for the first time, I put my feet on the ground as I stepped out of bed, and I felt like a freaking champion. I was like awake, aware, ready to go to work, ready to get done whatever I needed to do for the day. And that's not CDS Feller. No. CDS Feller sleeps till 10 and then wakes up and takes like 2 hours to get ready to move around for the day. So waking up at 8:15, my usual time to wake up for work, was like, booyah, I'm ready to go. So, moral of the story is, gentlemen, I know it's weird, it's a long process, and it sucks, but I know that at least one of you watching this video is the same way I am, because it happens to a lot of us. It happens to a lot of dudes especially. My advice, after using the thing for a week now, it's weird to get used to, but I'm getting there. I think it's gonna take 2 weeks or so before I'm just like, it's just like a new thing that I do all the time. But go do it. in some cases, if you have really bad sleep apnea, you can die. You will stop breathing for long enough that you will just die. And the doctors, they weren't telling me like stories to scare me, but they were telling me stories about people that, you know, that they knew personally that had died from it. And, you know, like I'm 34, do I really feel like super uncool? You know, my wife, I'm like, I get into bed, I'm like, okay, I love you, good night, and then strap this weird ass thing to my face and go to sleep. Like, it's weird. It's definitely a dent in our normal routine. But the cool thing is, Miss Stacey, very supportive chick. She is, you know, she's awesome. So she's like, dude, if it's gonna help you out, I'm all for it. The thing that I got, the CPAP that I got, is whisper quiet, and I mean whisper quiet. You can't hear it at all. So yeah, that's my story about my sleep apnea that I've been dealing with recently. So I've been telling you guys stories about the spruce wood. That's it. Rampart Range trails are up over here to the right behind these properties. But yeah, we'll cut this one there. I hope, you know, if you guys are having trouble sleeping, or if your wife's waking you up and being like, hey, you're choking or you're snoring really loud and stopping breathing, like, go do it, man. Man up. Just do it. I just cussed, so we'll drop that a little bit. But yeah, just go do it. You'll thank yourself, and your wife will deal. And she'll be happy that you were happy, and you will have much more energy, and your heart will be all good. The other thing, I was like, dude, I'm freaking gonna have a heart attack. And yeah, I know I'm overweight, but I'm in good shape for being overweight. I run around all day, and I ride dual sports all the time, and I'm not like a kid that's just like 24 hours a day sedentary. I'm a computer nerd, and I'm a little bit overweight, but I'm good. You know, I can climb mountains and stuff. I don't know. Nesta Productions knows what I'm talking about. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like, dude, a little bit overweight, but you know, I'm still good to go. Need to lose some weight. Will also help the sleep apnea, but will not cure it. And the technology in these things is awesome. I know I said I was ending, but I have like another 15 minutes to go. I got the ResMed AirSense 10 Auto. It's killer, dude. It connects to cell phone towers, and it sends all the data from the machine, which like analyzes my sleep all night, and sends it directly to my doctor and the company that sold me the machine, which is like a specialist. You know, it's not just like Bob. But it sends that information to both of those people, and it also gives me the information on the screen there, and also on a website that I can go to, and I think they have an app, but I haven't checked it out yet. But anyway, it tells you, you know, like how many events that you have per night, which is like how many times I guess it's how many times you stop breathing is an event. If anybody actually knows what quote-unquote event means, let me know. But it's got a humidifier. It has a thing called auto ramp up. So what happens is, when you go to sleep, you strap the mask on, it starts off at very low pressure, and then it senses when you fall asleep, because when you fall asleep, your breathing changes, and then it ramps up the pressure to help you out while you are actually asleep, and it's not like you know, bothering you while you're trying to fall asleep, that this thing is putting pressure into your mouth. So I've been kind of playing with that. The auto, I don't know if the auto was really working out well for me, so I set it to 15 minutes, and like 15 minutes seems to be okay. Maybe I need to go a little bit longer for me to actually fall asleep. But yeah, I mean, I'm dealing with it, and it is helping. I can't say that immediately. That first day was awesome. The second day, I did something stupid. Miss Stacey was out of town, so I had like pizza and beer for dinner, and then had like god-awful heartburn all night. So that was my fault. Then the third night, like we're getting towards now, because I just got it. But yeah, each morning, even that night that I had pizza and beer and heartburn, I still woke up in the morning and jumped out of bed and was like ready to go for the day. Much more than any other time when I had a good full 8 hours of sleep without the machine. Let's see. So, I mean, if it keeps on going like that and my energy level stays up and I'm feeling better, I think I'm going to be really happy with this thing. It's just weird to get used to. It's weird. It's a weird thing to do. But yeah, I mean, I can deal with it. Oh, I was telling you about the features. It's got a humidifier. So what you do is you put distilled water in it, and then it actually heats up and sends water through the tube because it's constantly blowing air into your lungs. And I wear the full face mask because I don't breathe through my nose when I sleep. I breathe through my mouth, my bloody mouth breather. But so yeah, humidifier that works great. It's got the auto ramp up. What else want to talk about? That's the auto pressure thing. Oh, it automatically turns on when you put it on, and it senses that you suck in a little bit. It automatically turns on when you suck in a little bit. And it also automatically turns off when you take it off of your face, and it notices that the seal has been broken. Let's end this one here. I'm gonna run in here and shoot a clip for a video that you guys are gonna see tomorrow, and then you'll probably see this one in a week or two. I don't know. We'll see. Depends. But I'll catch y'all later. Peace.